Imagine a secret so profound it could rewrite history. A fortune so vast it could change the world. What if the most legendary treasures aren't just myths, but are hidden somewhere right beneath our feet? What if the past is waiting to be uncovered, holding secrets that have been lost for centuries? Welcome to Adventure into the Unknown, where we explore the world's most fascinating mysteries and untold stories. Today, we're embarking on a quest to find the 7 most sought-after lost treasures in history. From the tomb of a world conqueror to a cursed diamond. These are not just tales, they are active enigmas waiting for a final chapter. The lost tomb of Genghis Khan. We begin our journey in the vast, windswept plains of Mongolia. Here lies the ultimate treasure of historical secrets, the lost tomb of Genghis Khan, the man who conquered more territory than anyone in history. The founder of the largest contiguous empire died in 1227. But unlike the grand tombs of pharaohs and emperors, his final resting place was meant to be a secret for all eternity. According to ancient accounts, Genghis Khan himself ordered a secret burial to avoid his grave being plundered. His body was transported to the Birkenholden Mountains, a sacred site where he had a spiritual experience. The men who carried out the burial were said to have been executed to ensure the secret would never be revealed. The most famous legend states that a river was temporarily diverted to flow over the grave, and once the burial was complete, the river was returned to its original course, leaving no trace. A herd of 1,000 horses was then stampeded over the site to erase any remaining tracks. For nearly 800 years, this magnificent resting place has remained one of history's most profound and enduring mysteries. Its discovery could offer unprecedented insights into the life of one of history's most feared and revered leaders. 2. The tomb of Alexander the Great. From one great conqueror to another, we now turn to Alexander the Great. He died in 323 BC, at the height of his power, and his death marked the beginning of a new era and an enduring mystery. His body, initially meant to be buried in Macedon, became a political prize among his generals. Ptolemy I, one of his closest companions, eventually seized the body and brought it to Egypt. Alexander was first laid to rest in Memphis and later transferred to a magnificent mausoleum in Alexandria, the very city he founded. For centuries, his tomb was a place of pilgrimage for famous figures, including Julius Caesar and Emperor Augustus. But over time, due to political upheaval, earthquakes, and the gradual decay of the city, its exact location was lost. To this day, archaeologists and historians continue their search. The discovery of Alexander's tomb would be a momentous find, providing a new window into his life and a golden age of antiquity. 3. The Ark of the Covenant. One of the most sacred and sought-after artifacts in human history is the Ark of the Covenant. Revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims, it was built by divine command to hold the 10 Commandments. For the people of Israel, it represented a tangible connection to God's presence on earth. Kept in the Holy of Holies within the tabernacle and later in the Temple of Solomon. Its power was said to be so immense that only the high priest could approach it. The ark vanished after the Babylonian conquest of Jerusalem in 586 BC. Since then, its whereabouts have become a subject of intense speculation. Some Jewish traditions claim it was hidden by priests beneath the Temple Mount. The most popular theory, however, is that it was taken to Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church claims to possess the Ark, housed in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion in Axum. Yet, it has never been publicly displayed, fueling both belief and skepticism. The search for the Ark remains a testament to its powerful legacy, a quest to find a lost symbol of faith and power. 4. The Knights Templars' lost treasure. They began as protectors of Christian pilgrims and rose to become one of the most powerful and secretive organizations in medieval Europe. The Knights Templar were not just formidable warriors, they were pioneering bankers, managing vast fortunes for kings and nobles, but their rapid ascent was followed by an even more dramatic fall. In 1307, King Philip IV of France, deeply in debt to the Order, arrested every Templar in France on a Friday, the 13th, a day some historians believe gave rise to the superstition. The order was officially dissolved by the Pope in 1312, and its leader, Jacques de Molay, was burned at the stake. But the immense treasure they had accumulated, gold, silver, and priceless artifacts, vanished. Each believed the Templars, sensing their impending doom, had already moved their wealth. One popular theory suggests they transported it to Scotland, where they were welcomed by King Robert the Bruce. Others claim it was taken to France or Portugal, hidden in a network of secret tunnels and crypts. The missing treasure of the Knights Templar remains a captivating mystery, adding a layer of intrigue to an order whose legacy continues to fascinate the world. If you're enjoying our journey, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It's free and it helps us create more incredible adventures for you. Thank you for your support. 5. The Copper Scroll Treasures. In 1952, archaeologists made a stunning discovery in a cave near the Dead Sea. Among hundreds of ancient parchment scrolls, they found two rolls made of a more unusual material, pure copper. These were not religious texts, but something far more intriguing, a treasure map. The Copper Scroll lists 64 locations where vast amounts of gold, silver, and other valuables were supposedly hidden. The challenge. The scroll was written over 2,000 years ago. The descriptions are cryptic, and the landmarks are long gone. It mentions locations like the Cave of the Pillar and the cistern under the Great Rock, names that mean nothing to modern explorers. Was it a real list of hidden treasure, or just a work of fiction? The sheer detail of the list, mentioning specific amounts of gold and silver, suggests it was very real. The search for these treasures is a modern-day puzzle, a race against time and a test of historical detective work. 6. The Treasure of La Noche Triste. This is a cautionary tale about greed. In 1520, Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez and his army found themselves trapped in Tenochtitlan, the heart of the Aztec Empire. Their only hope was a nighttime escape across the city's causeways. In a moment of fatal misjudgment, Cortez allowed his men to load themselves with as much Aztec gold as they could carry. The night was meant to be their silent escape, but fate had other plans. An Aztec woman spotted them, raising the alarm. The silent retreat turned into a chaotic bloodbath. Soldiers, weighed down by gold, fell into the canals and drowned. The Spaniards suffered heavy losses, and a vast portion of their loot sank to the bottom of the lake. The event became known as La Noche Triste, or the Night of Sorrows. The lost gold of La Noche Triste has fascinated treasure hunters for centuries. Is it still at the bottom of a lake in Mexico City, waiting to be found? This is a treasure that history shows us comes with a heavy price. These lost treasures remind us that history is not a static story, it's a continuous adventure. They are clues to a past that still has secrets to reveal. So, which of these lost treasures do you think is most likely to be found? And what would its discovery mean for history? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Until our next adventure into the unknown, stay curious.